Ooh, you think that's fancy? Wait a minute, let me click about 17 things. Live as opposed to Memorex. If you think that's fancy, you're in for a little, you ain't seen nothing yet. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Travis was making that again. He's been messing around with the stuff. I don't know if he's on yet. I should tell him. Travis, live. Anybody have a link for this video channel? It doesn't give me the link for the thing. Can you copy the link at the top of your page and post it over in the chat? Because then I can copy it. Because it's almost impossible for me to get to my channel, find the darn video. It's gonna wait until it's done. Did you see my new shirt? Look at this. Look at this. Where's Ida? Ida made these. It's a live Q&A. I can show you this. Let's get in close. Ta-da! It's got my name on it. I'm so happy. Live Q&A. We do this show on Tuesdays. I can't hold this thing. Stop shaking so much, will you? There it is. Hosted by Ken Peavy. And that's when I hosted. Otherwise, it's hosted by somebody else. Look at that. Jeff Stanley has posted that link. Let me get over there and copy that. All this trickery we have to do with YouTube. Here's copy. Then I go back to YouTube. No, to whatever the hell this thing is, Facebook. And then I can copy that and send it to my buddy Travis. There, live now. There. Then I can show him appreciation for that he can see this thing. All right, now I got to find my way home again. There. Okay, we're home. Did you want to see that again? You want to see that again? It was beautiful. Is there someone? Up there. But it stops at 5 seconds. It stops moving. That's a good green, I think. I could get my own frying pan cooking show with that sort of thing going on. That'll be cool as hell. Yeah, CMS is here. Dave Carlisle, Verla Point, Jeff Dunn, Linda Wallace. God love you. There's everybody. And Paula. Yep. Look, Thursday nights we got this Q&A program. It's a lot of fun. It goes on for a couple hours, usually sometimes 2.5, 3. It's gone as far as 6 hours when we were highly motivated and plenty of coffee going. Sometimes we get too much coffee going. It gets really kind of weird. There's a lot of fun. People send in pictures of their coins and say, hey, man, what the fuck is what they say. Only they say it nicely. Not like me. I'm a little salty. And we go from channel to channel. You know, there's a whole panel of us. Usually it's me, let's see, Shay. Sometimes Adriana shows up. The Hoffmasters over at Mantic Coins. Paula's in there a lot of times. Let's see, who else? Chris Rhodes. And you'll find him on Facebook. He runs like Facebook, right? It goes from Zucky to Chris to all the rest of us. Then you got, there he is, Coin Dragon. He usually shows up. Brings his cat. A lot of fun. And we got, let's see, Jeff Stanley. And he was a recent ad, but I could tell by the way he carried himself on his videos and, well, everything else he does. Yeah, he's tops. And he's not let us down for sure. Really, you should subscribe to these other channels like Jeff Stanley and Coin Dragon and Paula and Mantix. Ida, look, Ida, it came. So I wear that with my favorite hat, right? I got my favorite hat here. But now I have a new favorite hat. Check this out. You can't buy these. You have to schmooze them. Look, it's a Q&A hat. Dum, dum, dum. So there, they want the address. It's right there. Check my coin at yahoo.com. This lady, Ida, sat there for 7 hours with a needle and thread getting this getting this embroidered just right. I can't believe she pulled it off, but she did like one for. So out with Old and Busted. Seriously, what were they thinking when this came in the mail? And new hotness. Dum, dum, dum. I have to pull the strap really tight because of a small head. Yeah. I see you are so handsome. Thanks, Ida. Yeah, give me a call later. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. There it is. Now we got coin gear. Coin Q&A gear. I got to do this. There it is. Kind of neat. Yeah. Look, it's got the blue. So it's black and blue. Black. And you get the blue stripe. Here's what the inside looks like. Nobody shows you this. Should I take that cardboard out, or is that part of the... That might be part of it. I'm going to guess I take that out. I'm going to guess this is for shipping. Look, it's like teeth. All right. There. Okay, in case you missed it, let's do this one more time, right? Where the hell did it go? It's gone. Okay, there's the new picture. Well, I thought it was cool as hell. Looks good on you? Man, I'd look good if I wore nothing at all. I'd look like this. Now, wait a minute. Let's try to do this in a... How do I do this in a polite manner? I got to click about 30 different things. There, see? This is what I look like with no clothes on. You like that one? All right. Okay, look. The Q&A is on Thursday night, so make sure you mark your calendars. All right, write it down on a piece of paper and put it like right here. I got a couple on the side of my screen. Like one says read chat. No, really, it says read chat. Look at this. Nope, that's not it. No, that's not it. That's not it. There's a button I need to press somewhere. That might be it. Okay, there's this. It says read chat. That's what this one says. And this one, that one's expired. That's how I remember things. I don't have any post-it notes, so I just take a scrap of paper and add some tape. Yeah. We keep it simple around here. Really. Sometimes a little too simple, perhaps. Look, we were talking, a bunch of us, earlier about BU rolls. You know, they get these rolls. They're brilliant. They're uncirculated. People like to go and look through them and such. Well, just to add some fun, I was thumbing through, where the hell did that go? I've lost it. I was thumbing through the Numismatic News. I'm always talking about this. It's a good magazine, right? You got articles, you got advertisements. You can see how the rest of the world lives. It's like $30 a year. All right, but every quarter they put out the black section. See the black section right there? And in there you have prices, a price guide. Now, these are not written in stone. No price guide is ever written in stone. But let's go over here to the screen for a moment. There's the screen. Okay, let me move this and pull up the YouTuber coin community. There's Travis. He says thanks, by the way. Here's the YouTuber coin community. Now, you're going to find a link to this in the description right below the video. And it's a group on Facebook. There's like 600 people involved. Lots and lots of coin channels. So if you have a coin channel, well, get in there and promote, you know, show us what the hell you do. It's a lot of fun. But in there, I put in this, which is the page. Actually, it's a couple of pages. I had to glue them together with some magic. This is a page from the Numismatic News in January, right? And these are the brilliant uncirculated roll values that they're offering. No fooling. Okay, let's see. Here's home, and I've got, no, it's on this one. Nope, it's back here. Here it is. There. This is right out of the darn magazine on page 74, Numismatic News, January 7th, 2020. Who writes this? Let me make sure we get all the copyright stuff figured out. This is published by Curtis Circulation Company, 730 River Road, New Milford, New Jersey. Yeah, there it is. There. Now we can use the image, right, as fair, fair use. And I can zoom in on this. I got to play with it, so wait for it. Let me stretch it out here. Dum da dum. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I can shrink that a little bit. Little more, a little more. All right. So when you're out looking to buy some brilliant uncirculated rolls, you can take a look and say, what's the going rate on these? You know, I used to get 1955S BU rolls for $4. No fooling, $4 for a roll, and they were sweet, dude. They were freaking flawless. Every single coin in the roll, right? Original bank wrapped, tight, real nice. $4. Now let's see if we can find. I got a pointer here. Let's see if we can pull that up. Okay, I got to move that up here. Nope. What happened there? Wow, that's screwed up. Let me. Whoop. Wait a minute. We're gonna have technical difficulties for just a moment here while I try to figure out what the heck is. Let's see. There's a webcam. There. I'm back. Okay, move that up to the top. And I got a pointer image. Let's see if we can make, there it is. So a 1955S roll, let's see, 1954, let me move this up. 1955, oh, wait, what? I gotta grab, there we go. 55S right in here for pennies. Yeah, because they don't have 1955S nickels and quarters and halves, so you only got dimes and pennies. They going for $27.50. You know, 2 years ago, you could pick them up for $18 all day long. No fooling. But you can go through and take a look and see what these things are going for by date, right? So you're not paying too much. Sometimes you see them selling for a little more than perhaps they should. Typically, a couple of bucks will take care of your memorials. There's a few dates where the rolls are just not particularly available. 1967, for example. Let me see if I can grab my arrow again. They go for $5 thereabouts, $4.50, $5, maybe $6. Sometimes here and there. So I thought I'd post that to give folks a handy reference, and well, let you play with it. Oh, what are those? The pennies with all the stuff on them. You get the presidents and the professional lives, the 2009s. I see those sometimes selling for, a little more than they probably should. Okay, there we go. They should go for, $1.75, $2, maybe $2.50 for the presidential 2009 stuff. The log cabin, you've seen them. They got the log splitter, Lincoln sitting on a log, the presidential, right? Yeah, a couple, $3 maybe. That'd be about right. Well, anyway, you'll find that list over in the YouTuber group on Facebook. Yeah, might save you a couple of bucks rather than spending too much, rather than paying a little heavy on the prices. Yeah, you can. Let me click on this. Wow, I can't click on nothing. There's a pointer. There's a webcam. There. Got it. Don't touch nothing. Okay. So you'll find that over on the YouTuber group. Boink. There. Gosh darn. Look at my desk. I cleaned off my desk. I heard a 1960D went for $50. Was it made out of gold? $50, I would say, is probably a little heavy for a 1960D BU roll. Where'd that go? Here it is. Let's pull that back up. 1960, was it a small date or a large date? Was it in a tube or was it original? There you go. 1960D. Well, the large date comes in at $1.80. The small date, 1960D, probably, $2 or $3 for these rolls. That's probably what fair market value would be. If somebody's paying $50 for a roll of memorial pennies, dude, it sounds like they didn't know what they were buying. Here's a great idea. If you don't know what the hell you're buying, maybe you shouldn't buy it. If you don't have some idea of the value of the coin that you're buying, maybe you should just take a break and do a little bit of homework for that first. Yeah, it was a whole darn roll apparently. Yeah. Well, you get those original rolls. They're easy to tell because, a 1960D uh, original bankroll would not say Philadelphia on the roll, and it wouldn't have aluminum foil stuffed in the end. Uh, and look for any signs of tampering. Sometimes the wrapper will be really bashed up or ripped on the end. Yeah, those OBWs are wonderful, but a lot of people are frigging with them. They'll take them out, they'll look at them, and then stuff them back in that same roll, and then call it an OBW. Well, that's the way it goes, man. Watch out. There's a lot of sharks out there. Vultures everywhere. Okay, it better have been gold. Yep, that was a roll. Brian Hooper, how are you? Good to see you. Yep, unless it's an auction to help someone. No, that was not. That was not a charity auction, is what I understand. That was a straight up private enterprise thing. Well, watch for it, guys. That's all I can say. You got to watch yourself. Okay, let me kill that image. There. Well, I cleaned up the desk. I got, let's see, what do we get? Here's stuff I found on the desk. I thought I'd just get on and shoot some poop around. Look at this. We got, what's that? I don't know what that is. A loop. This is just me cleaning up the desk. We got, you ready? Another loop. Now, these are kind of slick because you have a 10x on one side and a 20x on the other. So now you can get in and take a real close look at that stuff you want to see. Yup, I need to get a clean cloth and clean that up because it's pretty dusty. It's been kicking around here. We found, you ready? Another loop. And another. And another. And another. This is a 60x. Black Steel and Silver Numismatic sent that to me. It's pretty handy. It's about a 60 power. It's got a battery in there so you can turn on the light. Ta-da! See? Look, you get a blue light. Or you got this one. And this is really good if you want to bake like a pie because it's that bright, really. But when you get into the higher power on these things, what's happening is you're dispersing the light. You're taking a small, very tiny image or section of the image and you're expanding it. So what little light is on that tiny space gets expanded. So it becomes too darn dark to see when you get into these higher magnifications. So you need a little extra. That's why you have the lights on these. And sometimes you can get these cheaper than the darn batteries. They're practically disposable. Yeah. Well, they're neat. They're handy. Always good to clean the desk. Yeah, I found a 24, what was that? It was here. Found a 24D. There you go. It's got a little spot on the back, but it's in fine shape. And we can take a look at this. I like I've been playing with my new camera. It's working wonderful. Ta-da. Yep, the old one had run its course. Now, I leave the light on these cameras. I mean, just, I get up, I walk away. So this light is always on. And the old camera, the lighting was kind of given out. The focus still works. Let's see. But I figured I'd just put that other light. Hey, get this out of the way. Where's that button? Scope, pointer image. There it is. Well, I figured I just add that other camera to the big show next week. It works and all. It needs a little extra light. So we got, it's in fine condition. Pretty flat-faced, pretty worn, but it's a 24D, so it's a bit tougher to get these. And we can play with the light, add more. Ooh, there it is. Aha, what do you got here? See the little horns on the T? Those little horns, that's actually die wear. Oh man, I cleaned up, I threw it away, all my little pointy sticks. I'm gonna have to start over. Yep. And I was cleaning up the kitchen because, it is dish week. And over on the shelf, I find 3 boxes of toothpicks. So I'll probably just take one box and just dump them out on the desk so I can always find one. There you go. Right above that T, you get these little horns. That's the way the die will wear after a lot of strikes. And you'll see other horns on other letters sometimes. And they all radiate outward from the center, right? So there's a center radiating outward. And over here, the date looks pretty good, looks pretty sharp. This points to center. So a lot of times you have a secondary image on some of these devices. It's just that die wear is all it is. Now the 20s, you got to watch the 20s. It's so hard to find a good reverse, right? Where the reverse has all the detail, especially on the wheat ears. Yes, this is consistent with fine, but the 20s are just awful. They wore the hell out of the darn things. And this would be, I suppose, the spot. And what is that? That's not going anywhere, man. That's there forever. Paul McDermott is here, and we thank you very much for your channel support. I'll probably see that in a couple of months. It's been quiet lately, so I don't get paid this month. Well, it's okay. Hey, I do my thing. Sometimes people watch, and sometimes they don't. It's okay with me. Mr. Ken, hello, my friend, as Coin Hunter Lopez. Hey, man, we need some more of your channel stickers. If you have them, get them right over here. We'll put them in the big show. Yeah. Well, that was on the desk. I thought that was pretty, a nice little thank you. Nice little shot in the arm. What's that look like in real life? Here we go. There it is. Isn't that pretty? Okay. 24D, the mintage was kind of low, but your surviving population is probably only 10% of those who were produced. Let me see if I can pull up the coin collector checklist real quick. Where did I put it? Right? Is that it? There it is. And we go over to the screen and see what we're talking. There's that pointer again. I thought I killed that. All right, let me get that up. And I'll stretch that just a little bit. You like the sound effects? You don't get those on any channel. Okay, for the pennies, let's fall back. 20 centers. Jefferson's. No, a little more. Ant's been working on this like a dog. Here we go, Lincoln cents. Then we got two columns here. One is mintage, which how many that were produced by the mint, and the other is the surviving population. So we'll take it down to 24. D, yeah, 2.5 million were produced. Now we're starting to get into tougher to find, but the surviving population is really what supersedes mintage. You can get coins with low mintage, but how long ago, what happened, during this time? You got the 1909 S's, for example. People understood that those are going to be rare. The 1999 SVDB, excuse me, and a lot of them have been saved out. There's probably 50 to 60,000 of the SVDB, right? And yeah, it's a real keeper. It's probably the key to the whole series, and they go for a pretty good premium. It was a new series that just came out that made the Indian pennies, earlier that year. Both Lincolns and Indians were produced in 1909. But by the time 1914 came around, and the night, hold on, a little dry here. I've been talking all night. By the time the 1914 D came out, not that many people realized that they were a low mintage item at 1.193 million. Real low. So what happens, most of them went into circulation. So what you have on those is a conditional rarity. You get 120,000 survivors. Okay, that's about 10%, and that's about right for a circulated issue for 160 years ago. But the neat thing is there are very, very few that are in superior condition. Let me take it over to PCGS, and we'll get some counts on that real quick. Let me see what you can see. Where's PCGS? Okay, good. Yep. I've learned to keep checking to see what you can see, because sometimes I get on rambling, talking, click, and I'm showing you one thing on this screen, and it's got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Okay, 1914D. Let's pull this one up. Now we got, with the pennies, you got brown, and red. And each of these will have their own surviving population. Here we go. Here's an MS66 brown. Real pretty little fella there. 1914D. What's your surviving population? You scroll down to the bottom, and it'll tell you all grades about 120,000. In uncirculated, about 1,500, and the really good ones, right? 65 or better, 230. That gives you a numismatic rarity of 6.7. This is a rare coin in those grades. But if you go to red brown, there is more. Let's get down to the bottom and look at that. So for red browns, there's about 1,500 surviving specimens, right? And another 230 and 65 or better. And if we go to the full red, they get few and far between. Let's get down there and take a look at that. 230 and 65 or better. So what I need to do is check and see, is it the same 230? But there's not many, seriously. Once you get above 65, the numbers drop real fast. Let's see. There we go. So this is 66 plus, the finest known full red 1914D. Here it is. That's a picture of it. There's one surviving specimen. That is all. In 66, there's half a dozen. In 65 and 65 plus, 75. So you got 81 coins certified by PCGS. Probably similar numbers on NGC. Perhaps Annex has a few. But this is what drives the price. This is what drives it up, because there are very, very few, and everybody wants one, right? Look at that, how pretty that is. You got some, looks like some polishing marks up there. You got some PIDT on that specimen, some progressive indirect design transfer. You'll see that around today. It looks like a round head. There it is. Yep, real pretty thing. I'm hoping I got a couple more of these in the desk, I can tell you that. Man, I have found a couple on the desk. Oh, look, another 14D. Yep. So it's what they call a conditional rarity. All right, I can put this 24D back. Let's see who's talking. Everybody. Coin Dragon, I have a 1917S and 17S Woodies. Man, there's nothing wrong with a Woody coin. I've been saying it. Snatch them up. Snatch them up. The really valuable ones are really those with magnificent eye appeal. Red, red, red. Okay, look, I just wanted to get on and play with my little video here. Little neat thing that Travis put together. He's an old friend from way back in the day. I thought it was slick as hell. Yeah. Now he made the other one too. Where'd that go? Is that working? There it is. It took a second to get going. The computer wasn't quite ready. Let's go back and let's do that again. So I figured I'd use that for the big show. I used the star clip that RB Area put together. And that works great. I like this one. And then I got this new one with the green and stuff. Kind of slick. Gosh, they're coming out of the woodwork now. Yes, I need a 1914D. Well, they're out there, man. You can probably get a 1914D for 90 to 100 bucks, but it's going to be frigged up. When you get into something like that coin, you got to do your homework. There were 7 dies. 7 obverse dies that were used to create the 1914D. Let me take a look at my spreadsheet. Was it 7 or 5? That's not it. It's not up here. Where'd it go? All right. I just closed 37 windows, if you can believe that. Here's the database. 1914. Load. Anytime now. Here it comes. So in the database, where is the picture? This way. Okay, the database 1914D. And we're going to get the photos of them. Okay, there are 5 die pairs used on 1914D. So you got 5 different mint mark locations to help, is this a real coin? And I got some pictures here somewhere. Let's go to the Projects, camera roll. This it? Diagnostics. I don't know where I put this. Oh, it might be in the pics. Where's the diagnostics? Here's diagnostics. 1914. Here you go. 1914D. And I don't know where this picture came from. It's been floating around for a while. There are 5 mint mark positions that are known. One's kind of tilted. You see that one down here on the bottom. Let me see if you can see what I can see. We can see up to this point. Okay. There you go. And if you're familiar with the 1914Ds, you can pick it out and match it out with which particular die pair that made that coin. If it's not a match, if your mint mark position is not a match, you got a fake. Now 1914D, a lot of people have taken a 1944 and just shaved off the sides of the first 4. But the second 4 is a different shape. The mint mark will be out of position. You got to look at the shoulder, see if there's a VDB under there. I've got a video that has picked apart several of these fake early teen wheats. Yeah, there are diagnostic features that these coins have, and you can use them as a tool to decide whether or not that coin that you're buying is in fact genuine, or if it's just, you know, total bullshit. There's too much bullshit out there, let me tell you. Good Lord. If you can make $1 selling a fake coin, they're going to make them. Gosh darn it. Yes, I will do my homework, by all means. Yeah, there are wonderful markers out there. I've talked about the 1909 SVDB, and there's 4 mint mark positions on that. And it has to be the right reverse design, or it's going to be bogus. 1922, the no mint mark has particular diagnostics to help you determine, is it real or is it, you know, junk. People will take a regular 1922 and polish off the mint mark and say, aha, now it's a $10,000 coin. No, it ain't, man. Now it's valueless because it's damaged. So, yeah, where's the bullshit alarm? So when you see this bullshit and it's out there, well, press the alarm. Man, I was watching some stuff earlier today. I just hit this thing left and right. Just keep hitting it. Yeah, bullshit, horseshit. It was all out there. So watch yourselves, folks. If you don't know what you're buying, if you don't know what the thing is worth that you're buying, figure that you might be buying something that's either bullshit or overpriced. Gosh, I hate to see it. Good folks are quickly parted with their money for whatever reason, and it's a darn shame to see. Well, we try to educate people on this channel. We try to give you good information. We got a whole bunch of these coin class videos. If you click on my name, that'll take you to a page where you can look for playlist. I wonder if I can do that. Wait for it. Let me click on this. What's this going to be? Oh, there it is. Okay, let's come up here. Home screen. Here's a screen. All right. So if you click on my name, it'll take you to this page right here. It says home, right? And you go to playlists. That's over here. And here, you're going to find a whole bunch of stuff. And scroll over. Let's see. Where is it? It's gone. There it is. Until you see this icon. Let's see if you can see that. It says coin class. That's it. That's what you want to click on and view that full playlist. And there they are. Ethics and axioms, buying coins, brainstorming a workbook. When is it a good idea to slab a coin? This is a good one, especially if you're particularly new to the hobby. It's common mistakes made by new collectors. We got a class on machine doubling. I've actually got 2 on machine doubling because, well, I get this one 7 times a day. Is this damage or is it machine doubling? Is this a double die or is it MD? You'll see that all the time. We got pointers and tips for getting started, how to get help with your coin questions, advice to a new collector, make your own coin holders. Okay, we got a couple of labs in there. how to attribute die varieties. Now I call that coin class 201 because that's a little more advanced. Okay. Is it okay to clean coins? No, it is not okay ever to clean coins. Let's start right there. This should be mandatory watching. Uh, Gosh, don't do it, man. You're going to hate yourself if you do, but not for a year or so when you get deeper into the hobby. Should you save copper? No. Well, anyway, read the whole thing to find out why. Another advanced level class would be talking about selling, how to sell, where to sell, what to value your coins at. And again, it comes in handy to have a, like a price list. So you have a guide and say, aha, this thing says that a 1960D large date BU roll of pennies is good for, $1.60. So maybe you'll ask $1.50 or $2. That's up to you. There you go. Coins are an investment. That's another coin class, and we're talking about um, what sort of return should you get? Why do you buy coins? And a lot of people buy them because they're going to be worth more down the road. So if you're going to buy something for, say, $2, you hope that it will go to $4 eventually. And if you're going to pay $30 for it, that's probably not a good investment. You're probably paying way, way too much. Okay, here's a good one. I like this, and this is one of my favorites. It's oddities you're sure to encounter. And we go through some pennies and pick them out and take a look, and you got machine doubling, die deterioration, clash marks, zinc bubbles. We talk about all sorts of things in there. How to be a better collector. Large and small dates. Another one we see all the time is the 1982 large and small dates, but there are other years that will have large and small dates. But there are 4 and only 4 dates, and we get into it. Well, it's just watch it. Okay, we talk about all those little letters, right? This one I think is really important. Honestly, this one is under viewed. It's neglected. But if you want to make the jump from being a casual collector to becoming a more informed collector, a knowledgeable collector, and make the leap to numismatist, you want to start taking notes and do some record keeping. Really, this is an important one for when you want to take that next level step and get deeper into the hobby. Okay, should I get this graded? What makes a coin valuable? We talk about basic equipment here, grading and value, how to collect coins. That's a great one for a beginner. Here's an impromptu coin class. I haven't seen that, so I have no idea what's in there anymore. Here you go. What are woodies? And we got another one about how are woodies made. Yep. Here's a class just on the 1982. It's a short one, only half an hour. But we're going to get deep into it. How to grade coins, talk about problem coins. There's coins out there that are polished. They've been whizzed. They've been dipped. They have damage on them. And honestly, these problem coins won't get the same sort of value. And if you're buying coins, that's what you want to look for, is a coin with a problem. Because, well, if they want top dollar and the coin has a big scratch across the face, I figure that's not going to be the best investment you could make. You can wait. If you just have a little patience, wait for it. You can get those coins that don't have the problems. And those are the ones that are collectible. They have collector value. Things every collector should have, a little toolbox here. How rare is it? Talk about rarity scales. What factors give a coin value? Is it just age? Is it rarity? How many were minted? Well, we're going to get into the surviving population for that. We'll get into the grade and condition of the coin. Then we'll start talking about special varieties and errors that can add value. Okay, but it keeps going on and on. This is a great one right here. How much is my coin worth? I talk about priceless. Yep. Don't overpay for coins. Look, if you are guilty of paying too much, you're going to find out. And it's a heartbreak when you realize you paid how much for something that's worth $5? Oh, damn it, man. Look, I've paid too much before. So learn from the mistakes of people that have done it before you make your own mistakes. Sometimes the only way to learn, honestly, is to get out there and screw up just like everybody else does. And for some folks, it's the only way they're going to learn. But we put these coin classes together so you can learn from our mistakes rather than just lose cash left and right, which is a darn shame. I hate to see it. Okay, here's the face view. I'm gonna scratch my nose, so I tell you what. Here, look at this for a moment. There we go. We're back. Bingo, 1960D, small over large. Thanks, Professor, for letting us use your library. There's also the blog out there. Let me pull that up on the screen. And there's lots of articles. I need to give that more attention. I really haven't had the time. That's not it. There we go. We have the blog. It's a 1 million pennies project. And there are some really good articles in here. If you go over to the right side, there's a little jump to. You click that index of articles. And there's a lot of stuff in here to help you out, right? The whole idea is to explain things in depth so you don't make mistakes, or so you gain useful information. How to detect proof coins in circulation, for example. How to assemble a reference set so you can grade coins on your own. That's a great article right there. Hands-on. We got, how about putting on some gloves, Jack? And we talk about, are gloves good or bad? Some people like gloves. If you're handing somebody else's coins, it might be a good idea. You know, you don't want to stick a thumbprint on that thing. But if you do wear gloves, you're going to lose some tactile dexterity, and you tend to drop them more often. Okay. And there's some files and facts and figures and, you know, talking about buying and selling and some varieties and errors. We get right into it. Talk about lathe lines or the 1969D with no FG and the floating roof. That's been pretty popular of late. Yup. Okay, it's 1 million pennies project.blogspot.com is the name of the blog. And I'll give you, let me copy that and I'll get over to the chat here. I wonder where that went. There it is. And here's my head. So if you're new to the hobby, yeah, you can get deeper into it. And the best way, honestly, is to get more information. Learn what's going on before you start shucking out, you know, 30, 40, 50 bucks a week. Because there's a lot of predators out there that'll just take your money and give you nothing for it. You know, just get involved, get more informed. If there's one thing I can do for you from over here, it's point you in the right direction. Honestly, it's a good hobby. It's been around for decades. I've been doing a lot of videos about this pandemic that's been going around, and people are asking me, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? They want to know. Well, I would like to know what's going to happen too, but none of us can predict the future, although I've been right about everything so far, which is disturbing because there's more things that I don't want to be right about. But anyway, the hobby, the coin collecting hobby, numismatics, it's been around for a long time. Honestly, it's been around for thousands of years, but it's only become an industry in the last 80 to 100 years, maybe 150 years. But the hobby has gone through world wars, gone through the 1918 flu. It's gotten through the AIDS pandemic that's been sweeping the world for 30 years. It's a slow pandemic. It's gotten through the Great Depression, recessions. It's gotten through all of it and keeps on going. This is a slow hobby. It's not like tennis or football where you have a season, a big bowl game. Do they have a Super Bowl for tennis? This hobby has endurance. It has persistence. And we're going to be just fine, I can tell you that. The hobby will get through. People buy these coins for long-term investment. They buy them to spend time with their kids. And you can't replace that sort of value. And people put together these collections to pass down to the next generation. What Eric find? Let me find out. I just put photos on YouTube coin page. Oh, on your, I gotta look. But the hobby will endure, and it endures because people take it personally. It's you and a microscope or a loop and a coin, and it's just you and the coin all together alone in your head. And this is why people take it so darn personally. They take possession of the hobby and call it their own hobby because they spend the time in their head with it. Okay, Eric just found something good, and it's over in the YouTuber coin community group. So let's get over there and refresh that page and see what he got. Here it is. Let's see. Let me move this down just a little bit. Okay, the YouTuber coin community group on Facebook. I posted the link earlier. Somebody might post it again. 2 people want to join. We'll just let them in. There you go. Scott, you're approved. And Scott, another. There you go. There. If I'm not live, I'll see if they're any good, but they'll let us know. What you got? This old dog found a bone, a 1960D FS 101 over 501. Aha. What class is that one, Eric? What is the class of doubled die where you have a design hubbed over a different design? And you see here the small date with a large date punched in. Aha. That's it, all right. That's what they look like. That's a peach. Paula says, awesome. That is right under there. You got the BU roll values. What's this? Mary Ellen Perkins got a $10 bill from the 60s. Yup. He's got some pennies. Okay, good. Outstanding. Great. Okay, here's a 1976 $2 bill. Folks put up stuff that they have, they're proud of. What you got here? Dana Wiley. He's got a channel, coin wall hunting, $1 and $2 coins, finding new variations. There you go. Lots of folks with lots of channels. They post their links, and if you want to watch some good quality channels, get in there and check them out. Because anybody who doesn't cut the mustard, we just kind of stop putting them up. Look, Paula's got the hat too. Where's my hat? There. Get your Ida Herring hat. Huh? Do I look like Forrest Gump? I should get some hats that say Forrest Gump. I'll talk to Ida. Dude, I haven't had, the last hat I had said, industry services. It was kind of dull. It's a company hat. Well, I don't work for that company no more, so what the hell? Yeah, that's a nice find, Eric. And it has an RPM. That's a class 3 doubled die, where it has a different design. Okay, the die is hubbed with one design, and then they take it and anneal it and bring it back, and then they hub it again. But the hub was changed, so it has a different design hubbed into the die. So you have a design over design. Kind of a neat. Those are few and far between. Life is like a box of pennies. You never know what you're going to get. That's right. Twins. Yep. You can hardly tell me and Paula apart when we got our hats on. You go like that. You got to read the name. See? I get my name on my underwear too. Sometimes you got to look. I go to my brother's house, do the laundry. We grew up together. We wash our guys together. Hey, man, put these in there, too, while you're at it. Hand them over. Yeah. Anyway, it's how you grow up, I guess. You look like Sean Connery in the hat. Bond. James Bond. There it is. It's the fuzz. I got to shave. Okay, look, guys, I just wanted to show off my thing over here, get my groove on for a bit. Wish you all well, and tell you, look, stick with the hobby. It's gonna many, many more decades. So fear not, okay? What's coming up? We have, let's see, what day is it? It's Friday. Is it freaking Friday night? Can somebody please get a hold of me each day in an email, perhaps, and say, Ken, pay attention, it's Friday, or whatever the hell day it is. Yeah, I better get ready for the big show. That's coming up one of these days. Yeah, so we got a 20 center we'll probably put in this week. Where'd the hell that go? There it is. Let's have a look at that real quick. Yup. Yeah, we had a choice last week, but I had a real sweet commemorative half dollar that showed up, and Paula Bloom won. She said, "Just give me the half dollar," and it was beautiful. But I gave her a choice of the half dollar or the 20 center, and this is the 20. It's an 1875 S, right? Uh, Few and far between, but this is it's an obsolete series, the 20 center. Uh, Seriously, they don't make them anymore. Well, really, they only ran it for 3 years, and they only got one date with any serious mintage on it. So if you want a series collection where you have one of everything, you gotta have the 20 center. Let's look at that under the scope real good. Now this is in good condition, especially the obverse. Where are you? Scope? There it is. The obverse it's well worn, right? Not screwed up, but pretty well worn. Here she is. There's Lady Liberty. You got a few marks, of course, consistent with the grade. And there it is, 1875. But a good complete rim. Dump it on. Let's get around there. It's a little bit bright. Let's turn that down a wee bit. There. There. Now we can see the darn thing without all that. Yeah. So that's okay. Now the reverse, however, is in much better condition. So the chances are this was stored either face down on something that wiggled a lot, like say a cabinet, and they got a train right behind them. You ever see the Blues Brothers? Yeah. Or it was stored face up, and perhaps some socks went into the drawer and came out, and it was buffeted, because the reverse is in beautiful shape, much better than you would expect for a good coin. The reverse would be fine condition, looking at the details on the feathers, the face, the claws, the arrows. Yeah. So if you're looking to shop and buy some coins, get picky. This is the kind of coin that should be worth more than a regular good value. Yeah. Because if you have your choice, what do you take? The one with, the same design on the front with the same wear, but this one's got a much better reverse than a typical good. Well, there it is. This is your S mint mark made in San Francisco. 20 cents. That's it. 4 nickels. Jam them together. I can enter in the big show. Look out. I won in December, so I'm good. Well, I hope you win again, Bill. Gosh darn it. We had a repeat winner last week, so this coming week, only first timers can win. So, change your name, put on a mask, pretend you're somebody else. Just wait for it. We'll get more coins. There's always something coming in. Let's see. There's a holder. We'll keep that protected so it'll stay nice. No repeat winners this week. Yeah. All you new folks have a chance to win. Today is Friday, 3/2015. What? Ant's messing with me. All right, I got to get going. I got to put my hat away. Wish you all well and stay groovy, okay? Where's that screenshot I got?